Hi, I'm Teresa Green, the Collections Manager at the Vermont Historical Society. I'm here with a really fun object. This is very recognizable as a beehive, or more properly, a bee skep. So bee skeps have been around for centuries. This skep was made in Worcester, Vermont by Abner Dugger around 1850. It's a little late for this style of hive and a little weird to have one that's made in Vermont. These were made in America, but they were less common than the box type because one of the great things about a bee skep is that in Europe, you were making it out of stuff that you just had, reeds, grass, stuff that grew plentifully. But here in America, wood was plentiful. So you often see beehives made of wood as opposed to straw or reeds. This one is made out of rye straw. That's what's making the coil. And the vertical stripes that you see are willow. And it's very similar, it's actually exactly the same as a coil basket weaving technique. So the hardest part is the center here, but once you get past the center, basically you take a tube of straw and you weave it around in between tines that weave back and forth through it to hold it together. And after you have it big enough, you pat it down with mud, basically, to try to get it a little bit weatherproof. And the last step to any good skep is a place for the bees to get in and out, which you can see at the front of this one. And Abner used a piece of wood with a hole in it that is inserted into the basket and woven around. So he added that in as he was making it, not afterwards. Bee skeps can still be found, but here in Vermont, they can only be used for decorative purposes. And the reason for this is that they can't be inspected. The way that bees build hives in skeps is the same as the way they build it in trees. You find a big hollow spot and they completely make the hive attaching it to the wall and all throughout. So to get the honey out of this, you have to completely destroy the hive, generally killing all of the bees at the end of the season. It also means that you can't inspect it without killing the bees. And in Vermont, legally, your hives have to be inspectable. And our modern hives, where you can pull each piece of it out and then put it back in and the bees are fine, that's why these are illegal now. And we're going to tilt it forward so that you can see the inside to see what I'm talking about. So not only are bee skeps uncommon in America, honeybees are not native to America. So this is something that European immigrants would have brought with them in its entirety. This piece represents one of the varied objects that we have in our collection that represent Vermont's long history and still continuing history of beekeeping. If you'd like to learn more about this object or any other object from our collection, you can visit us at vermonthistory.org or follow us on social media.